The Outer Hebrides is a wonderful and magical place for many reasons. The beaches, the people, the history, and the wildlife. I took on the challenge of walking the Hebridean Way, but instead of going to Stornoway, I was going all the way to the Butt of Lewis in the north. This adventure was going to be amazing. I planned 13 days to walk 210 miles. My solo walk would push me to the limits, both mentally and physically, and to near breaking point. Follow my journey, along with my highs and lows, as I walk the length of the Outer Hebrides. I'll be doing this for the charity Venture Scotland, who take 16 to 30 year olds, helping them make positive changes in the outdoors. So join me on this adventure of a lifetime. Cheers everyone. Good morning. I think I had a bit of a mixed sleep last night. There's a lot of birds kicking about, seabirds resting on the beach. And I think when there's all chattering going on, and I think when something like predatory comes along, they start all squawking and things, so I don't know what that was. I don't mind the sea rolling in and out, but the birds are just constant all night. No word on the cows. I don't think they've come back last night. I never heard a thing. Tossing and turning a little bit, and woke up to a pretty dreich morning. So I'm just trying to put stuff away that I can get away, and get a coffee on and get a little bite to eat this morning. I know there's a campsite a few miles up the road and a youth hostel, so I'm going to stop in there for some water. Just a little bit on the Durston, the tent. I don't know if you can see this, it's like misty, dewy spots on the nesh. I don't know if that's picking that up or not. Basically, I think what's happened is the way that mist's come in last night, it's just come under the tent and just stuck to the neshy bit of the tent, which is, when I'm touching it, it's touching my clothing. My clothing is a little bit damp, so there's nothing worse than putting damp clothing on in the morning, but it's on and I'm heating up, so that's pretty good. Anyway, it's a tidy up morning, or the next wee bit, and some breakfast. I'll catch up with you shortly. So just a little tip before you pack your tent away is obviously to give it a shake. See the water droplets that are coming off it. Obviously just give it a little gentle shake to get the most of it off. And what you want is one of these little cloths. It's not a microfiber cloth, it's like a sponge, a dishwashing cloth. And basically it wipe the... I'm just doing this freehand, so hopefully it works out. It soaks up the rest of the water droplets before you pack your tent away. So there, just on the two little square triangle panels, this is how much water's come off my tent. So if you pack your tent away, that's just going to soak your tent completely inside the bag. So worthwhile just carrying one of these in a little plastic bag. I know sometimes it can feel like a faff, but honestly, it doesn't dry your tent out completely. But there you go, another one, just with the dew and drizzle last night. It's absolutely incredible how much water sticks on that tent.
and there's a breeze this morning. So anyway, there's a couple of tips. If you know already, then you know. But if you didn't know, it's definitely worth carrying one of these in a wee plastic bag inside your pocket in your rucksack out the road. Another thing you can do as well, after you've got the interior away, is just open up the doors and just let the wind blow the flaps about and just gets the last bit of the water off, which will benefit you immensely. So there we go, leave no trace where I was last night. Okay folks, packed up, waterproof's on. It's still thick mist here, so it's not wet, it's not drizzly, but it's going to be in the air, so I'd rather just wear these now. This is day 3 of the adventure, and let's see what today brings. I might not do a lot of filming because of the weather, but I'll keep checking in. So, on we go. So that's me. Obviously left early this morning. Come through all the fields and grasslands. Quite a really long walk. And that's me now finally hit the road. Taking all my waterproofs off because it's breezy, cool. But there is I think there's a heat coming in there, so the sun is trying to get out. It's quite bright actually. Across in the hillside there is low cloud. I think I'm going straight up the road, and then I'm eventually going to be cutting in at some point. Taking 5, water stop, and off with the waterproofs. Well, it's a very sticky day. There's a breeze, but it's very warm underneath. It's very clammy. Day going well. My feet are bearing up. They are hot. And I've just crossed the main road and I'm now heading, following this track. And it's going to take me around the bottom behind this hill here and right round, basically. I'd be quicker walking up the road, and this is the trail. We can't do it, we can't cheat on it. So, solar panels working a treat. There's all the wee perks that help you along the way. But anyway, all good, and feeling positive. I don't know if it's picking any of this up, but there is literally loads of dragonflies in amongst the rushes on the bridge. I think they just keep flying away very quick. So that's me not far from the end of the road here. This is a massive nature reserve, that's why there's so many dragonflies. It's absolutely stunning. Nature in abundance here. So, weather's going a wee bit overcast, but it's still clammy underneath. Lost some of the sun, which is okay, but we're still plodding on. Oh, I tell you, it's tiring. Just a wee update of where I am. That scattering of houses there is a little village of Gerenish, I think it's pronounced. And I've just come off the main road here, and there's just at the back of me here's a military installation, like the range of some sort. And I've just taken this little path, and I'm going to be winding myself away round through the wind turbines. I think I camped before the wind turbines, to be honest, but I'm heading that direction anyway. So it's a bit cooler now, which is actually quite good, but my feet are burning hot. And I haven't passed a shop, a hotel, cafe, nothing. I thought I would have done, so I had to stop in at a house for water. But it's obviously nice to stop in a hotel, get a bite to eat, or a cafe for a coffee or something, but literally nothing. They're like hen's teeth on the actual trail. On the road is fine, but on the trail they're like hen's teeth, so be warned. But anyway, I'm going to start heading on, and I'll keep you updated later on. Okay folks, this is a difficult thing. I was coming across the moor there and I had a niggly calf, and I thought that's fine, just when I get to my camp spot I'll be able to rest it up. And I was crossing a bit of a peat hag where the water was running down, and I stepped on the peat hag and I've pulled the muscle, or I've overstretched it in my leg, my calf. It's not excruciating pain, but I'm limping. I'm in the middle of nowhere, but I've got less than half a mile to go to my camp spot. And where the camp spot is the start of the track for the windmills, which are just to my left there. I think I need to take a day off, so I'm trying to I'll figure something out and we'll get it sorted. And this has never happened before, and plans change and things change. My feet are really hot and my calf is now overstretched, so something needs to give here. When I get to my camp spot, I'll check back in with you when my tent's up, so that I can get myself together, get some water and food into me, and rest this leg. But my head's spinning at the moment, just thinking what to do, what's best, what's stupid, what's sensible, and I can make that choice better when I get to this camp spot and the tent's up and I know everything's there and I know where I am. So I will get back to you when the tent's up. Tent's up. It's a bomb site because I've emptied everything. The painkillers are working in my leg. It's eased off a little bit, but there's definitely a niggle there, which is I'm not happy about. So I've reached my camping spot, yep, and I've sorted everything. Plans might change tomorrow. I'm here just at basically a stone's throw from the windmills, and I think they've got quite a decent road to walk along, other than the boggy tracks I was doing earlier on. I'm going to try and get up to a little village. On the way there's a shop and a supermarket, and I think it's this site, I think it's a bridge or a causeway again, that's there, so I'll get there. There's potentially a campsite further on, and probably about 5 miles from my designated camping spot there's a little village, and they might have hotels in there as well, or bed and breakfast. So just for safety, I might try and catch a bed and breakfast or a hotel so that I can get myself together, just regroup, just check everything out, get a proper wash and take it from there. But tonight, it's just a relaxing night. I'm going to keep an eye on some painkillers that I have to take. Just about to get my dinner on, which is a chilli and a little rice. I've had a couple of these before and they're actually quite good. Okay, get back to you later on. Well, I've had my dinner. I've tried to tidy as much away as I can. I've taken some painkillers for my legs and aches and pains, as we do. Sporting my Venture Scotland t-shirt. So if you haven't checked out Venture Scotland's website yet, please do it. I'll put a link in the description. Fantastic charity, doing the world of good for youngsters and young adults. Made my coffee and my Camping on the Wild Side mug. Tastes better. So yes, feeling positive even though there was a big negative. Trying to keep positive with this. Yeah, I'm going to be using the sticks tomorrow, taking my painkillers, take some more in the morning, and we'll get through this and see how my leg feels in the morning and how I'm walking on it. I think I might just go into a campsite tomorrow, or a bed and breakfast or a hostel. I was kind of checking on some of them, but they're fully booked, so I'm just going to play it by ear. They might just pass somewhere. But anyway, there is a campsite, but it's quite short, about halfway, so tomorrow could be a half-day job. But that's what happens. I think I'm pressurising myself too much to get to a point to get it and do this in a certain amount of days, and I need to stop that. I need to think,
this is a charity walk and a charity hike, and there's no rush to do it as long as I do it, and that's what I need to start putting in my mindset. I think I'm so used to plotting my routes and focusing on getting to the end of the route, and that's not what this hike is about, so that needs to change. So that's it. I'm to blame. Yeah, we'll leave it there. The rain is on, the clouds are coming in, and I'm just going to drink my coffee and see if I can rest this leg inside my sleeping bag and head to sleep. So that's it. I shall see you in the morning. Night for now. Good morning. Well, that was a bit of a rough sleep last night. I just got the tail end of this morning to sleep, so woke at 6:30. Just seen a good few hours of that last night. The wind picked up and one of the pegs guy lines actually loosened off, so the outer tent was touching the inner tent, bringing the dampness in and the water, so I had to go out at 1 o'clock in the morning to sort that, and then it happened again, so doubly secured it, so that lasted all night. Tent's a strong little tent actually, this Durston. It's doing grand. Probably not ideal for Scottish weather, but you know, this is what I've got and this is what I'm dealing with, and we're managing. So the leg was niggly. I've taken some painkillers this morning. I've sorted my feet. I've packed up. Just got to take the inside of the tent down, get my waterproofs on, and get going. So I might not be able to do a lot of filming, but we'll play it by ear how things are going. But this is day 4. On we go. Right, let's go. Just one thing after another. Okay, just a wee update for you. That's me hit the road. I'm going to go up the road a little touch, and then I'm going to cut through the moorland again, and then hit a main road again. So a lot of cut throughs and moorlands in this journey, I think. But that was wild. That was wild for sure. So let's see what this next little leg happens with. See how it goes. That was not bad walking on the road there. I don't know what this next bit's like, but let's go and see. Right, there we go, folks. I've just stopped into this wee supermarket. Love it.
just on the causeway at Becula here. Absolutely fantastic. Well needed. Stocked up on some food. Had some raspberries, some custard, got a couple of apples, some sweets, got a pick and mix. Can't beat a pick and mix. The morale that's just actually boosted is incredible and fantastic to do. Even had myself some milk. I've had a pint of milk for 4 days. The stuff you miss when you're wild camping and hiking. That's the first shop I've seen for basically 4 days that's actually been near where I need to go. So just a big relief that I've actually got it. But anyway, we're on our way again, so I'll see you further down. So that's me hitting the beach in Becula, and I've got a good few miles walking on the beach before I start heading inland again. So, not too bad. It's just windy, it's not wet. I don't think the rain's far away all the time because the clouds are pretty wet looking. But anyway, we'll get heading along this beach and see what we can see. Not a bad little spot for a wee rest. Not a bad view either. Right, that's me cut off that beach, the big long beach, and I've done a little bit of road walking. Guess what? Back on another beach. Let's check this one out. These roads are normally all long and straight. I'm going to hazard a guess, I'm probably about 3 miles from my camping spot. But you know when you hit a wall and it's just like your legs are just wanting to stop. I've hit that. I've just hit it recently. It didn't help when I smelled somebody's chimney. You can smell the smoke, the coal and the wood. It's just like, oh, nice cosy fire. Smelt like a bothy. Yeah, that didn't help. Anyway, I've got to pull in every now and again for cars coming on the single track road. It is as straight as a die. So that's me left the roads now and I'm back on these dirt tracks. I could probably see my camping spot area roughly down there, and oh yeah, I'm needing it. Definitely feeling it in my legs, so I'll get back to you when I've got the tent up. I'm running out of breath and steam. Success! That's the tent up, got my spot, unpacked everything, so yeah, yet again you catch me in the middle of a bomb site. Just about to take my shoes off, socks off, let my feet breathe, sort my food out, and get dinner on. Got bits and pieces, so I've got, yeah, there's various bits and pieces I can have and sort together. Then I'll sort my meals out for the next couple of days. What a cracking spot. It's nice and breezy, keep the midges away and the flies away. It's flattish and it's right on the Hebridean Way. It is literally 5 feet from my door. I was supposed to be a wee bit further up the hill there, but this actually seems good enough spot. Didn't think I would get this far because of my feet, but the painkillers are working and I'm not doing anything drastic. I'd just say it's probably a long walk, which is niggly, but we're on top of it. I've taken painkillers already and I'll take some more before I go to my bed. So that's hiking and wild camping life. Takes its toll on the feet. Out of all things to go, they're the most important. Yes, so a successful day, feeling good, feeling positive. It was good to go to the supermarket and get the silly things like sweets and a pick and mix. I've been nibbling at them and it's just been great. So that's the perks, you can do that, but shops are few and far between so far. Okay, dinner time. I'm hungry. Catch you later. Okay, I've had my dinner. I've had my orange. It's actually it was quite good. I've had a couple of snacks as well. I'm just waiting to take my paracetamol and ibuprofen to help with the pain in my legs. I'm kind of more or less tidied up and squared away as best as I can. And I'm probably just going to call it a night. My body's telling me it's needing a sleep. And for once I'm trying to listen to it. It's just a little bit, just a breeze outside. No sign of any rain, so fingers crossed it doesn't. I haven't looked at the weather tomorrow, so yeah, we'll just play it by ear and see what happens. I've got a bit of a climb to, first thing in the morning is to get out of this spot and climb that hill, but that's it. Probably quite a big day tomorrow. So I need my sleep, and on that cue I shall say good night. See you in the morning. I feel rough this morning, very rough. This just looks an absolute minefield to live in. This is probably one of the best views I've ever had on any of my camping trips.